Welcome class 8. Today we are going to learn or start with chapter 7, sound. And today's topic is loudness. We have already learned in the junior classes in class 7 that sound is a form of energy that produces the sensation of hearing in our ears. So we can say that sound is produced when a body vibrates, or we can say that a vibrating body is a source of sound. So let's take a vibrating body. For example, let's say that there is a stretched string, a guitar string, and it is plucked. So when it is plucked, it vibrates in this motion. Okay, this position of the string, which is supposed to be its actual position in rest, is called as the mean position. Okay, and when it starts to vibrate from this mean position to up and down in this way, okay, the maximum distance from its mean position up to here, this distance is called as the amplitude, which is represented as letter A. Sometimes it is represented as capital A or sometimes small a. So we can define this amplitude as it is the maximum displacement of the vibrating body from its mean position. So maximum distance from here to from the mean position to this point is called the amplitude. Okay, so the maximum distance is not the minimum, so the maximum distance is called the maximum displacement is called the amplitude of this particular vibration. And its SI unit is meter. Since we are talking about displacement, so its SI unit will be meter. Now suppose if you are playing a guitar, okay, and while playing guitar we all know that the strings needs to be plucked in order to produce sound. So if the strings are plucked softly, it will produce soft sound. Okay, if you hit the strings very softly, then the sound will be very softer. But if you hit the strings or pluck the strings hard, okay, then it will produce loud sound. Okay, why so? Because when you hit the strings hard, it will it will send more energy to the wires, to the strings, and thus the string will vibrate with more energy. And when there is more vibration with more energy, the amplitude of the vibration will be high. And when the amplitude will be high, they will be the sound produced will be louder. Thus we can say that the loudness depends on the amplitude of vibrations. Okay, so more the amplitude, more will be the loudness, and less the amplitude, less will be the energy, and less will be the loudness. So over here we can say that if there is more energy given, okay, with more energy, if you strike or plug the strings, then more will be the amplitude and thus more will be the loudness. So more the amplitude, more is the loudness. So over here we can say that, let's take two conditions for loud and soft sounds. For loud sounds, the amplitude over here, this is the wave, okay, the amplitude of this wave is quite high compared to the wave which has smaller amplitude. So when the amplitude is greater, the sound will be louder, and when the amplitude is smaller, the sound will be softer. So this has large amplitude and this has small amplitude. Okay, now the large amplitude means it is related with high energy, and the small amplitude means it is related with small or less energy. Next is unit of loudness. The unit of loudness is decibel, written as D capital B. Okay, so how much loud is any sound that is measured by the unit of decibel. Okay, so let's say that there is absolutely no sound, or let's say the sound is very 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 soft. Then we consider that softest sound to be as 0 decibel. And when this 0 decibel, whatever sound is there, if it is multiplied by 10, or if we take the loudness 10 times higher than the softest sound, okay, then that will be equal to 10 decibels. If you take 100 times greater than the 0 decibel sound, then that will be equal to not 100 decibels, but it will be equal to 20 decibels. Okay, if you take 0 decibel and if you multiply the amplitude by 1000 times, if it is 1000 times greater, then the resulting sound loudness will not be 1000 decibel, but it will be equal to 30 decibel. Similarly, if it is 10,000 times greater than 0 decibel sound, then it will be 40 decibel. Okay, so 10 times it is 10 decibel. If it is 100 times greater than the 0 decibel, then it is 20 decibel. If it is 1000 times greater than 0 decibel, then it is 30 decibel. Okay, it's not 1000 decibels. And if it is 10,000 times greater than 0 decibel, then it will be 40 decibel, and it will move on. Alright. So we can say that the faint sound or the pin drop is equal to 0 decibels. When the people are whispering, that sound is equivalent to 30 decibel. When we are normally talking, okay, the normal conversation is equal to 50 decibel. When the jet takes off, okay, it's a huge amount of sound, okay, and that sound is equal to 140 decibels. So this 140 decibels is too much high amount of sound. So we can say that any sound which is above 120 decibel will be considered as noise, because this sound will start to irritate the sensation of hearing in our human ears. Okay, so 120 decibels and above is considered as noise. Why it is considered as noise? Because it causes headache and also can damage ear permanently if you are exposed to this high amount of sound. Okay, if the loudness is too much, then it may damage our ear permanently. So it is considered that the safe limit of the loudness of sound should be from 0 to 80 decibels. If it is more than 80 decibels, then it will start hurting our ears. Okay, music or sound up to 30 decibel is considered soothing. If it is more than 30, then some people may enjoy it, some people may find it irritating. Okay, but up to 30 decibel is considered as the soothing sound. Hard musics like the rock music or anything heavy metal type of musics are if they are played in any events, in any concerts, then it may be above 90 decibels, very close to 100 decibels. All right, and in some cases it might even go beyond 100 decibels. So in that case, it's not considered as music. According to physics, it will be considered as noise. So this much in this video. Okay, there will be some questions given as the assignment for your in the PDF form. Okay, thank you.